Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin pocket, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
What's going on, everybody? I'm back. Hey, how y'all doing? Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel as y'all come in. Otherwise, you won't be able to comment, okay? Because it's subscribers only, Girl, we here to talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop Miami. And listen, I'm probably going to give you guys a BondyBlue show tomorrow. That'll be for everybody public, okay? Because this was supposed to be a members only video, but I was just like, you know what, girl? I miss everyone. So I'm going to see what's going on with everyone, okay? And we were going to make this for everyone, okay? But if you notice that you haven't seen these in a minute, it's because these are members only now. Okay, because child, I don't be having the time to deal with the Love and Hip Hop people, okay? But the Love and Hip Hop people was given tonight, okay? They was given with these past 2 episodes of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop Miami. So we're just gonna get into it, okay? Thank you everybody for coming through. You are greatly appreciated. Tiff Roper and Constance P. Thank you for becoming members of my channel. Thank y'all so very, 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 very much. Okay. Oh, all right. Hello. Welcome, people from Tasha. Welcome. Hello. All right. Let's get into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So Mama D has a lash line launch, and she's inviting Erica and Zyman both to this event. Bambi is recovering from her anxiety attack from last episode, and she's feeling really embarrassed about the whole situation. Carly comes over to see her because, you know, Carly likes to pretend like she really cares about people until it becomes inconvenient for her. Like, I may not like Erica Dixon all of that much, but I agree with her when she says that Carly is fake and fraudulent and fugazi and pretends to be your friend until it is no longer advantageous to her. Okay, but either way, we'll get, you know, further into that later on in the review. Like I said, Carly comes over to check on the Bam. Bam says no matter how much he does, it's always her fault. I noticed that too, girl. I noticed that too. Okay. And you know I don't like that. Mama D has posted a pic of a dead deer next to Bambi. She's encouraged people to give Bam's business bad reviews on the internet. And now Bambi is going to see a lawyer because she's had it up to here. And to be clear, I don't even remember how many times Mama D was on Instagram Live ranting and raving, screaming and hollering about Bambi, saying Bambi never went to college, saying Bambi lied about her age. She's done all of these things to your son. Can you tell us one of the things that she's been doing to your son since they divorced? Because to me, it seems that whatever those two grown-ass people are going through in the process of their divorce and their new lives together, having to co-parent 3 small children, you are not making the situation any better. But because your son loves to be validated through women dick riding him, even if it's his own mother, y'all are going to do whatever is necessary for Scrappy to feel like he's being defended, even though Scrappy is a grown-ass man that cheated on his wife and got a divorce. But somehow, I got to get $1 million. Bambi ain't innocent. Can you show me proof that Bambi cheated? Can you show me proof that Bambi was abusive to him in a real way? Because to me, everything that Bambi says about him, he just turns around and says it about her. If y'all haven't noticed, Scrappy is very misogynistic and stays under the comments of everybody's post, amening and saying some of the most ignorant shit that a nigga that has said, okay? You would never guess how much pussy this man be swimming in the way he talks about women. You would never guess that the only people that fully support Scrappy are women, either his mama or the ones he's fucking, but somehow he's always under somebody's post and somebody's comments hating on a bitch. It's sad. It's sad. I'm aggravated of it. Okay? I had to unfollow the nigga. Y'all know, I used to go up for Scrappy, for young Merlot. Yeah, a hoe. You know what I'm saying? But these girls know he's a hoe. You know? But then what happened? Young Merlot goes crazy, gets blind tips, gets in a car accident, has I have to get my life together moment, goes in search of the Bam to get her back because they was broken up. Proposes to her, puts a baby in her, gets married, puts 2 more babies in her, and then decides that family life is too hard because he's not getting all of the love and validation that he needs. And I'm going to keep telling y'all, Mama D has an invested interest in making everything wrong in Scrappy's life about Bambi because she doesn't want to have to deal with the fact that it's about her. She doesn't want to have to deal with the fact that you have fucked up your son in such a way that he cannot sustain healthy relationships with any women in his life. And not only because he's toxic himself and he has like this empty well inside himself that he thinks some woman is supposed to fill. You were supposed to feel it. You were supposed to validate Scrappy as a child, but you was too busy trying to be a pimp and a drug dealer and running behind Ernest and making sure the police pulled him over when he was making drug transactions. You was out here trying to be, black, poor Griselda Blanco, bitch. You was out here with your priorities in the wrong place. And now your son is a grown-ass man that is searching for love in other people because you did not teach him how to love himself. So that is where we are today. And because you don't want to have to be the bad guy, it's like you can't help yourself but to make any woman that he's in a relationship with or just broke up with, you have to make them the villain. Even though Mama, you're the fucking villain. You're Scar, bitch. It's you. Because ain't nobody told me yet what the fuck Bambi has done. Besides, Bambi, she not perfect. Who the fuck said Bambi was perfect? Nobody said Bambi was perfect. What we said was Bambi has not done anything to be blamed for Scrappy being a piss poor example of a man. The only thing that she be accountable for was the fact that she chose to be in a relationship with somebody that was so unhealed and just so incapable of giving what is actually required because he's so worried about himself. It's exhausting. And Mama D was online every day talking about Bambi. I don't know why everybody's acting like they were going back and forth. They were not going back and forth. Mama D was just running it on the internet every day. Instagram live bits, running it over until I I stopped covering the shit. I stopped paying attention. Anytime I see Scar appear on my Instagram, I scroll past. She's just as bad as Carlisa. She's just as bad as the, Krishan Rock missing the two crackhead people that just want attention from the internet so bad that they are willing to blow up their private lives. They're willing to be fucked up towards family members, be like, fuck their grandkids. They willing to be like this to everything in their real life so that they can get validation and they can get attention from people on the internet. That's when you're doing too for clout. And Deborah should be too old for that at this point. As we keep trying to tell y'all, age don't mean a motherfucking thing. You can be an old fool very easily. Okay? And Mama D is an old fool trying to play a young woman's game and being manipulative and using whatever is at her disposal to manipulate the people around her. It's exhausting. Okay? It's fucking exhausting. So it makes sense to me at this point for Bambi to be going to the law because I'm tired now. I'm having panic attacks. I'm having anxiety attacks. I have 3 small children to be here for. And every day you're sending more people to my Instagram to hate on me. You're sending people to my business where I make money to take care of your grandchildren. You're sending them to send bad comments, to write bad comments about my business. Where is your son's business? Where can we go and write reviews on something that Scrappy's doing? Because young Marrero ain't came out with a song in a month of Sundays now. God damn it, 6 months of Sundays. I'm tired of it. Okay? I'm tired of it. And I'm everybody acting like there's any reason whatsoever for anybody to be blaming Bam for any of this shit. Yes, Scar meaning the Lion King. Tell me that's not what Mama D. Some of y'all are new. I've been calling Mama D Scar since way back, season 1, 2, and 3 of Atlanta. And then I started liking Mama D. I gave her a break. I stopped referring to her as Scar because she came out with that goddamn song, and y'all know how motherfuckers be Pied Pipers, okay? They are ancient. Let them put out a good song, and then all of a sudden, in that order, you know what I'm saying? We forget. But ever since she has been hell-bent on being a problem in them people's relationship, okay? Ever since that lady decided that she wanted to write an obituary about Bam's mama when Bam's mama was going through breast cancer, yeah, bruh, it's really been on some Mama D is fucking crazy, and nobody's gonna continue to pretend with her in the palace going amok, because that's what she's doing. She's in the palace going amok. Okay? Amok in the palace. Security. Restrain her. Straight jacket. Old folks home. Y'all, let's move over. Move on. We're going to come back to I need to break it up a little bit. Jock. We're going to extend our condolences to young Jock. Okay? Jock buried his mama this episode. So sad. So sad. Jock only shows up ever so often, but he gonna show up with some real shit now. Okay, Jock said, listen, I may not be at work every day, but when I show up, I'm gonna be giving you real. It was so sad. We know that Jock's mom passed because in real time, we knew when Jock's mom's passed. And we knew last year that she was on a decline because cancer had come back. Child, it was so sad. He put together the funeral, but his brother was there, his younger brother, who has suffered from drug addiction, and Jock is worried that his brother is going to relapse. And it also showed us why men who are smart, like Jock is smart, y'all. Men like Jock know that as they get older in life, they need good women. Meaning they need smart women. They don't need obedient, dog-like women. No, they need good women. They need women that can handle a whole bunch of shit while rubbing a nigga back. Because I feel like if it wasn't for Kendra, I don't know how he, would have been able to deal with all of this. Not to say that Jock can't do shit, but it's just funny to me that you decide to stop fully being a hoe and really, tie yourself down to Kendrick. And this is the years where, your mom passes away. These are the years that a man really needs emotional support that he's not going to get from no men around him. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, it's just so funny because it reminds Jaceel. Okay, listen, we all felt bad for Jaceel. And y'all know on some level I fuck with Jock. He be aggravating me and saying problematic shit on the internet all the time. But on some level, you know what I mean? I fuck with Jock, okay? Probably because he put out really good music at a time that I was really depressed, okay? Right after Katrina, that's when Young Jock first came out. And everybody was like, in a trap, it's going down. Like, it's just, okay, the nostalgia sticks, okay? And also seeing Jock as somebody that's a hustler, I respect it. Like there's a level of humility that Jock has when it comes to getting his paper. And people like to make fun of him for shit like that. Like I just saw a post of him during a performance at the opening of a gym or a gym training session or something like that. I was like, you know how fire that is? They was acting like that was like some whack shit to do. I'm like, first of all, do y'all know how many rappers wish somebody would pay them to perform anywhere who haven't had a song in 30 years? Like 20 years, let's be real, it's 20 years. Okay. Like there are people that haven't had songs in 20 years and nobody gives a fuck. Okay. Jock is still somebody that y'all will call to come and just do songs from his first album. That nigga could come in and just do the whole first album and go home and everybody would have had the greatest time ever. I was like, damn, I wish I could go to like a workout class where like, a good rapper come in and rap their songs while we work out. That's fire. I thought that was fire. They was trying to, it was another moment where y'all was trying to play Jock, but it's like, child, listen, Jock defies, okay? He gonna make sure he get that check a whole bunch of ways, okay? Now listen. He told us how all of the kids was there, including the 3-year-old that he had during his off time from Kendra, which I don't really think it was no off time. I think he was cheating on a lady like you always do. I think it was one of them times that you were out of town and, had a show or something like that because you already, had her set up to not be looking for phone calls to be answered and all of that type of shit. Y'all remember when they got married? Oh, how he can be out of town and she looking for him and calling her friends and all of that shit let me know that Jock, before they got married, Jock was still doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Now he still does it, but at least he wears a condom and make sure he doing it with bitches that's got IUDs or something like that. I don't know. But ultimately, yeah, and Jock is on the radio weekdays. Absolutely. We know that. Because he be on social media. That's how he gets into the shit these days, is being on social media, on his radio show, or on Vlad TV. That nobody wants to hear him at this point, okay? But anyway, the funeral was beautiful. Everybody was dressed in white. As much as I feel like, it's crazy how you niggas ain't shit and God still will bless you with somebody like Kendra to support you after, you embarrassed and fucked over the girl, here and there and everywhere, okay? And that's not to make a victim out of Kendra because we all know that Kendra wants to be there. Dirty dick and all, she wants to be there. But, in a world full of fucked up people, it's nice when two fucked up people can be there for one another during hard times like the passing of parents. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard thing to go through. So shout out to Jock and Kendra and the family and all of that because it really was like beautifully sad. You know what I'm saying? Like to see everybody come together for the mom, that support, have Kendra be like, I want a party. She will like Kendra really, spent Jock's mom and formed a relationship on her own, which is what you got to do when your nigga, cheats all the time. You got to be cool with his mama. Okay. So you can know, what's going, what was going on. Okay. You say that now, Bondy, but next week look interesting. Oh, I know it looked interesting. You heard me say the 3-year-old baby was down to the funeral, okay? And next week it looks like the baby mama want to meet Kendra. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm on Kendra's side. Fuck you need to meet me for. He can handle it. He can pick the baby up and drop the baby. Like, what the fuck you need to meet me for, bitch? And that's what let me know that he cheated on her. It wasn't just that they was on break like they lied and told everybody so that nobody would, continue to abashed them about the situation because they were still getting married when everybody found out about it. You know, it was like the shit came out right before the wedding or something like that. And they put it on pause and then decided to get married. But the story came out right before the wedding about him getting that girl pregnant. So, you know, I just kind of feel like as a woman, if you're going to choose to be with a man who you know is a hoe, you're going to have to accept the children, and you probably should do a better job at being cool with the children's mothers and all of that. But I also understand Kendra, because bitch, what you need to meet me for? But then I got to think about the fact that, you know, if you around my child, I should know who you. I don't give a fuck if I fucked your nigga or not. If my child gonna be at your house, I should at least be able to put eyes on you and see what's going on. Because if my baby 3 years old, I don't know if my 3-year-old is gonna tell me if you mean to or did something to her and all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, a part of the situation where I feel like I kind of can understand wanting to meet her if she's going to be taking care of your child. And I also feel like on some level, Kendra, this goes back to old school. And old school, if you going to stay with the nigga, if you going to be with him, even though he ain't shit, then you going to have to accept the children and the other women that come with that. That's just how I about it. If you don't want to have to deal with those things, don't stay with a man that is going to have children on you. But if you decide to stay with a man that has children on you, bitch, you have to at some point stop being angry about the shit you've forgiven him for. Because you getting re-upset about the girl wanting to meet you when at the end of the day, the baby 3 years old, bitch. The baby 3 years old. At some point, you're going to have to come in contact with another pussy. Girl, she's friends with all of the other baby mamas. It's at least 6 of them. It's at least 6 other women that she has to deal with because of all of the children that he has. What's one more? What's one more? Okay. And you got to know that some of them are aging out as this new baby came in. So, you know, you less have to deal with the older baby mamas. You probably really only have to deal with Cena. Okay. Grandma Jaws. Cause you know, she looked like she ain't got no teeth in her mouth. You probably only have to deal with Cena. You know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, and then there's another one. There's another one. But I just kind of feel like, girl, you don't have to deal with all of them baby mamas like that. So why are you acting, you know, so upset and so angry about this situation when you accepted the man? That's just how I feel about it. I feel like you're entitled to be mad. If a bitch make your life too difficult, you don't have to deal with her. But if you're going to forgive the man, then you need to make an effort to accept the situation and not make it hard for him to have a good relationship with the baby mama and the baby. Especially, again, you chose to forgive him. And this is what comes with forgiving him, having to deal with the mistakes that he made, including having a baby by a bitch that he did not even know. And that's what I'm saying. I understand where she's coming from. You're going to be around my baby all the time, bitch. I need to put eyes on you. But I also understand where Kendra's coming from, because it does sometimes feel like you only want to meet the wife because you want to be on the show, or because you want to have, you know, for this interaction to put you into the limelight. Like, I imagine on some level, Kendra feels like it's about clout and not really about her meeting the kid. But ultimately, bitch, again, you signed up for this. Go meet that lady. Go suck it up and meet that lady and make that nigga buy you something that, you know, will make you feel a little bit better about this, you know, fucked up situation you've decided to be a part of when you married him. Okay? That's my opinion on it. So let's move on. Carly and Amy shoot the video, okay, for her song. Mozzie came through because Mozzie has to be everywhere that Amy is now that they're back together. A true sign that this nigga don't have nothing going on. Amy, you mistake, but we're going to let you make it. Amy's mom comes through and she still has the same energy she had the last time she saw Mozzie. I don't have no respect for the young man. I used to, but I don't have no, oh, so you don't have no respect for me? No, nigga, you disrespected my daughter. Why the fuck would I have respect for you? That's so weird to me that y'all have become so accustomed to women just allowing y'all to walk over them and use them as doormats that you think that the mama and the sisters are supposed to get over all of the disrespect and the cheating and the using and shit that you was doing just because Amy is thirsty for, you know, some romanticism and some dick. She gonna let you back in talking about that's my soulmate, girl. That's a child for you to take care of. That's what that is. Okay? That's a child for you to take care of. That's all that is. That's I hate to say it like that because you shouldn't fuck your kids, but that's what it's given. You about to play the mama and girlfriend and wife and business partner and boss. You about to play 11 different roles for this man. Also, he could live off you, carry shit up the stairs for you. Okay. I don't expect much. I don't expect much at all from Amy. I don't. Girl, we just gonna let you make the mistakes because the coochie want what it want. The heart wants what it wants. Mama D. Mama D has her lash line launch event. Shout out to Tisha. And Diamond is there first. And can I tell y'all, if Diamond ain't the most cheap, flicked, bothered, emaciated, you need to go and be healthy on the inside looking ass bitch. Diamond was on the internet trying to make everybody believe that she's grown and she's healthy and she takes care of herself. Ma'am, I don't know what you eating. I don't know what you got going on. But from the wig to the weight to the energy to the attitude, you're giving toxicity, bitch. You're giving unhealthy. Okay? It's not giving I'm taking good care of over here. That's not what it's given. Okay? You real invested. I want everybody to understand something about Scrappy that they seem to forget. I'm just your dildo. That's all I can be. I ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free. Scrappy is just a dildo. That's all he can be. And y'all are on the internet and on national television getting emotionally wrapped up in a man that is publicly playing the fuck out of both of you. And y'all both are trying to pretend as if y'all are flying above all y'all haters. When really, Diamond, you think because he's ate your ass and cooked you breakfast and you put it on live one time, he belongs to you. And Erica feels like I'm fucking him. I ain't gonna let everybody know I'm fucking him like she fucking him because she look a fool to me and I don't want to look like her. But then you proceed to both argue with Carly because she's friends with Bambi. And I'm just like, are y'all retarded or something? Like, I hate that because I know y'all hate that word. But I often like fight with myself. I need to read more books because I need more words for stupid motherfuckers that ignore shit that's in front their face. Delusional. Let's look it up. Let's look it up real quick, y'all. I need more words for delusional. Let's see. More. Hold up. We not on the right one. Hold up. Get your ass up and hurry up. I need more words. I need synonyms. Okay, hold up. I'm about to pull up some synonyms. Okay, synonyms. Okay, yeah, no, it's two eyes. All right. For delusional. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay. Okay. Illusory, fantastical, imaginary, mythic, unreal, make-believe, hypothetical, chimeric, imagined, notional. I like that one. Hallucinatory. Oh, I like that one. You's a hallucinatory ass bitch. Y'all both sitting up here being very deceptive, fanciful, and mythical with the situation. Both thinking that you have a leg up on the other one. The only person that's winning in this romanticized, invented, theoretic, made up ass threesome y'all got going on is Scrappy. Scrappy is the only one pissing on both of y'all, posting it on social media. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do. And don't let one of y'all show up with no nigga on the internet because then he going to be online crying, acting like Tyrese. Hallucinatory. I love it. It's a great word. That's what I feel like. I feel like retarded is like you choosing to be dumb. You got sense. You're not like disabled. You're full mental capacity. And you're really arguing with one another over a dirty dick nigga that cheated on the both of y'all with each other. The young girls of today, what are they gonna do? You got a little girl, Erica. You got a little girl. And this is the example you want to show her? That even after your daddy called the police that I was abusing you, even after your daddy tried to get you taken away from me, even after your daddy dogged me out, embarrassed me, said that he put me on Love and Hip Hop so he didn't have to fully pay me child support and help me raise your fucking ass. Your daddy, after all of that, gets married to another bitch, has 3 more children with her, fights with me the whole time. And then when when she finally divorces him, now he back at my door and I'm bending it over and busting it open while he doing the same thing with an emaciated looking bitch from 05 that he cheated on me with back then. Somehow this is Bambi's fault. Erica, bitch, I don't know. Phantasmic? What kind of phantasmic shit is going on in your mind where you have now rewrote history and it's no longer Scrappy that you were arguing with that was causing all the strife? It's no longer you and his toxic relationship fighting all of E-Money's fucking childhood. That's not why she's in therapy. Oh no, E-Money's in therapy because of Bambi, right? Erica, grow up, bitch. Stop pretending to be grown and actually be grown. Because a grown-ass woman will be able to recognize that the nigga is the problem, not the women that he keeps fucking. Bambi is not your problem. Scrappy is your problem. You embarrassed right now at Mama D's LASHAE event, standing there talking to a little child body like bitch who he just cooked breakfast for on the internet, telling you that the man you've been twerking on, going out of town with, having little dates with and shit is eating her ass good. She said he ate that pussy good. And I was just trying to see if we was cross-contaminating. That's what Diamond said to Erica, y'all. Because Mama D wanted to know if they was both fucking him at the same time. Mama D wanted to know, because y'all know. Now she gonna try to act like she don't want to know those things. Girl, please. You only want to like you don't want to know, and you don't, I need to know all of that. Oh, yes, you did. With your incestuous ass. It might be covert, but it's absolutely incestuous. Scrappy is not your man. Scrappy is not your man. Where the fuck is Ernest? Oh, another incestuous man, probably at his mama house, right? That's why you can't worry about your man right now. That's why you all up in between the women that your son fucking. That's why you making an adversary out of his ex-wife for no reason whatsoever. It's weird, y'all. It's real weird what's going on over there on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta with these 2 women thinking that they have bested each other and that they're going to be the one picked by young Merlot, who could barely afford a place to fucking stay. It's sad. It's so sad. It really is. These are 2 very impressive women in one way or another, right? Diamond is a good rapper, did what a lot of young girls couldn't do at the time. Come in the club, shake my dress, throwing these bowls, what's in these heads? Okay, we still know the lyrics to your songs, bitch. Stilettos, pumps in the club, yeah. Okay? You was always more of a star than that Scrappy was. Erica, you've let him play in your face your entire life. Your entire life, you didn't let that nigga come into your life, cheat on, get you pregnant, cheat on you, out on the reality show, act like that. He shouldn't be helping you with e-money financially because he got you on Love and Hip Hop. You forgot all of that, right? We forget all of that. We forget all of those fights. We forgive all of that. We forget the back and forth that y'all was going through, and we act like it's all Bam's fault. Okay, girl, I fucking guess. Meanwhile, you still getting embarrassed by young Merlot. Because if you want to act like it wasn't embarrassing for Diamond to tell you that that man was eating her ass, girl, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's real embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Like in a public place. In a public place. Okay? Then Carly comes in. And Carly came in with the cease and desist letter that Bambi gave her. Because y'all know you can count on Carly to do some messy shit, right? And so Carly comes in and she trying to be cute about it, right? Carly comes in, hips all disproportionate, weird looking. I don't know why she did that to herself. Child, Carly is one of them women that really, if she would have left herself alone, she would have aged so gracefully. Because Carly looked amazing like 10 years ago when this show first came out. And she's at least 10 years older than all of these other people. Like, you know, Carly's well into her 40s, closer to her 50s at this point. You know what I mean? Anyway, so Carly comes in with the cease and desist and tries to talk to Mama D like an adult. You love your grandchildren. You really don't want their mother to be harmed, right? Mama D tries to act like, yeah, no, because I care about my grand. She got to be there for my grandchildren. You know why she got to be there for your grandchildren? Because who gonna raise them if she not there? Who gonna raise them if she not there? Now, they don't know what's going on with Bambi, but they don't give a fuck. And Carly is coming from the standpoint of Bambi is over there having anxiety attacks, and this is affecting her health. And this is a cease and desist, just so y'all can stop arguing on the internet. Mama D, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about her. So you telling me you don't care if she died? No, I don't care. She burned in hell. That's how Mama D was. And I just kind of feel like, Mama D, I want you to know that if something happens to Bambi, young Merlot gonna go get them 3 kids and bring them to your house. Just know that. Just know Scrappy is going to go and pick up his 3 kids under the ages of 6, and he gonna drop them off at your house. He'll have them for a day or two, I'm sure. He'll have them for a little while. He'll make sure they're okay, but he gonna drop them off at your house. So I would be careful with all of this. I don't give a fuck about if Bambi is alive and all of that type of shit. Then Erica gets involved. Why are you so invested? Why are you so invested? Carly says, if shit was happening to you, I will react the same way. Now, y'all know Erica don't like Carly now. Say she fake, she don't fuck with her. Fine. Carly came and tried to hug her. She said, oh, no. Okay, fine. She hugged Diamond. Diamond hugged her back. Whatever. But she says, she did go through this. Daughter is in therapy right now because of this girl. So you didn't care about my kid. I know she 18, but y'all didn't care about my kid who got to be in therapy right now because of Bambi. It is the same thing, and you ain't do nothing for me. Ma'am, you just refused to hug this lady. Y'all not friends like that. So why the fuck you expecting to do anything? Why are you even involved in this situation? This ain't got nothing to do with you. And let's not forget, Mama D was tearing your ass up too. Diamond Mama D got on the Breakfast Club and said that your coochie stink. But all's forgiven now that we fucking scrappy again, right? Now that y'all are both hopping on young Merlot's dick.
Girl, we ain't going steady. I thought you know me.
Y'all gonna sit up here and argue with Carly on his behalf. Erica got mad so quick. I was like, girl, what is wrong with you? Erica lied. He was eating her ass too. Erica, if your daughter is in therapy, it's because of you and Scrappy. Please grow the fuck up. Stop pretending to be mature and actually be mature. It's really like sad to see you going out bad like this. Because all we got to do is pull up Netflix and we can watch previous seasons of this show where Mama D did exactly the same thing to you as she did to Bambi. Harassed you, talked bad about you, got into fights with you, said crazy shit about your mama. Everything that Mama D is doing to Bambi, she did to you first. That seems to be escaping you. So goddamn sad. I really wish that men like Daryl Jr. would not be able to get access to women until they got their life together. But because of women like Erica and Diamond that cannot see themselves clearly, so they don't know how much of a fucking fool they making themselves out to be for a nigga. And trust me, we've all made a fool of ourselves for somebody. I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying like, oh, I would. But what my point is, how many times you gonna let somebody in your face and you on television, public fighting on his behalf, defending him, taking him down to the lawyer. That nigga went to the police and to lawyers on you. And now you're helping him because you want to get back at Bambi because he chose Bambi to marry first. Girl, that's so stupid. That is so stupid. I just can't. And it'd be different if they was for him and just being quiet about it. But they all feel the need to get online and argue with his ex-wife who is saying, here, you can have him. And y'all are still acting like Bambi has done something to y'all without being specific. And I already told y'all that shit E-Money and Erica cooked up. Oh, she wasn't feeding. E-Money is 16 years old. 16 years old at the time. You mean to tell me E-Money couldn't feed herself? She couldn't DoorDash? She couldn't come downstairs and make her own fucking plate? Y'all sound stupid. You sound dumb. Trying to act like that girl was over there abusing your daughter. Meanwhile, you fighting with her husband because you want to fuck him. Girl, please. And also this, plus it was E-Money that went to Bambi about Erica abusing her. It was E-Money that said, my mama hit me and I don't want to go back to her house. And I forget, Erica is the one that showed up to Scrappy's house with the police because they did not drop E-Money off to her when she was supposed to get dropped off. Okay. The original story when that shit happened, because Erica and Scrappy were in such a nasty place with one another, no matter how you want to blame it on Bambi, you showed up to Scrappy's house with the police because E-Money, who's a teenager at this time, was not dropped off to you. And the reason why she wasn't dropped to you is because she didn't want to go home with you because she said you had put your hands on her. You had put your paws on her, which I believe. Now she want to act like it ain't nothing. E-Money ain't even said that it was a lie. E-Money just said that she was being disrespectful and her mama reprimanded her. Her mama disciplined her. She didn't even say it didn't happen. I didn't say Bambi wasn't a fool. I just said Bambi didn't do anything for y'all to attack her. Like I said, we all play fool sometimes. Ooh. The accountability in playing a fool for a nigga is to leave him. Therefore, I've corrected my mistake. I left. I'm not there anymore to be a part of this, quadruple triangle, toxic ass relationship shit. I've gone. I've escaped. There's no more accountability for her to hold. She divorced him. She left. But yes, She was a fool. We were all fools because we thought Scrappy was going to grow up and change. A lot of us did. Okay? It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. Okay? Right. And any battery in Bambi's back was from Scrappy. Y'all still mad because they still letting him supply them. Child. I think E-Money was all gung-ho until the Popo got involved and it got too real. She wasn't expecting it to be a war between her mama and Bambi. So when it did, of course, she sided with her mom. And it wasn't even a war between her and Bambi, y'all. Bambi isn't even cited as the person that called the police. Scrappy is. Scrappy is the one that spoke to the police. And Bambi validated what she was told by E-Money. No, he didn't fight for the marriage. As soon as he got found out that he was cheating, he left and didn't come back. Stop paying bills and let them lose the house they was living in. But everybody wants to act like Bambi, Bambi, like y'all was just saying. So Bambi wasn't a fool. Everybody was a fool. We literally talking about how they're attacking Bambi and Bambi hasn't done anything to them. They fucked Bambi's husband. I'm missing it. Anyway, I'm done. I'm good. I told y'all, I'm always working on my nerves. Anyway, Love and Hip Hop Miami. We about to take a quick little break. We gonna get in and get out, okay? Because y'all know the Ooh Ladies first panel is tonight. Okay, hold up. Where's my cheer? Where's my cheer? Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first. Ladies first. Okay, we'll be back tonight on Jamie That's Me channel. Okay, quick break and we'll be right back.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Okay, everybody. Let's go ahead and get into Love and Hip Hop Miami, girl. Because Love and Hip Hop Miami was good, bitch. I was watching it, right? Like I'm watching it. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to see if something got delivered today. Okay, yeah, okay. Something got delivered. All right. Child, just cleaning products. Anyway. So Love and Hip Hop Miami was good. Okay, let's start with Amara. Okay, like, oh my God, tell her no better. So Alan finally comes back to Miami to Amara. He has seen the twins since they were 3 months old. He claims that she wouldn't let him see them. I'm like, how the fuck you gonna say that she didn't let you see them? Did you at least catch a flight to Miami and knock on her door? Did you at least attempt to see the children before you decided that she would not let you see the children? Child, a cop out if I'd never seen one. Alan is full of it. Amara is a pick me punishment ass bitch, because why the fuck was you with that man when he was married? You were a side chick, but he also got on national television and proposed to a side chick and then had 2 children with her purposefully. So at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what Alan is talking about. You a dog ass nigga. You lied to your wife. You lied to Amara. I think that's obvious, because if you was cheating and she was just a side chick, why was you on national television with a lady like They Can't Get Love and Hip Hop Miami in the DR? The fuck? She asked, where's the proof? He starts talking about him in town and he had to close a deal. Okay, so was she keeping you from kids, or did you have something more important to do? Which one is it? He also is a fucking fan, because he watched the show and saw when Ray J told Safari that they probably were together when Amara went to the DR. Alan says that they were together, and Amara starts explaining how he told her to give him time. He was going to leave her. I said, Amara, listen, we've been telling Amara that she making stupid decisions from, behind computers and shit for years, okay? It doesn't make it any less valid because it's behind a keyboard or a screen. I've been telling you I told you back when you was playing with Alan, girl, that man is not going to be father to your children. Hang it up. Flat screen. Shout out to Nikki. He don't need to be in y'all. I am really a firm believer. If a man does not want to be present in his child's life, please don't make him. Please don't make him. Understand that there was a time when men lived over here and women lived over here. Okay. So when women had children, it was the other women in their community that helped them take care of their children. It was not a man. Okay. Pre-colonialization, pre-white people, pre-nuclear family, you, your sisters, your mama, and your aunties took care of you and your children. That man came by every now and again, and if it was a boy child, at some point, he come and pick the little nigga up and take him to be with the rest of the men. But ultimately, it's not really like men are expected to be there and take care of children. Which is why I don't see a problem with, if you're not going to be there, put the nigga on child support. I do need you to financially, because we don't live in huts in Africa anymore, nigga. We live somewhere where we got to pay for water, electric, food, internet, cable, all of that shit. We have to pay for those things now. We have to pay for our resources. So that means you put 2 babies inside me, nigga. The least you can do is send me a check every month. You ain't got to be here. You ain't going to do shit but work on my nerves anyway. Send me the check that's going to help me take care of these children and go on about your fucking way. That's how I would personally handle it. Me. I don't need you to pretend like you want to be a father. I don't need you to be in and out of my kids' life. I would simply explain to them, some people have present fathers, some don't. And it's okay. It's okay either way, because you have a whole bunch of people in your life that love you. You instill that in them early on, that the nigga is not necessary to the equation. As much as y'all love to act like, oh, men are not necessary to the equation when raising children, especially girl children. Have other people in your life that can search you like you motherfuckers do anyway. The fuck? Where's your daddy, if you had one? You know what I'm saying? Do you have any good male figures in your life? If not, turn on the Cosby Show. That'll give them a fake good male figure to watch. Since we ain't got nothing in real life to show the kids, put the TV on for them. Let them live in magical, fantastical world for a minute. Okay? But at the end of the day, I feel like trying to force a man to do what he's supposed to do. Girl, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's why, as a woman, I would not have a child if I could not take care of the child by myself. I don't give a fuck what my situation is. I'm fully married and have no doubt in my mind that my husband is going to be a great father and will take care of his child regardless of anything. I have no doubt in my mind about that. But I am not stupid. I am prepared for all outcomes, desired or otherwise. And one of those outcomes could possibly be me having to raise a child on my own as a single parent. In a plethora of ways this can happen. So in my mind, I'm going to be prepared for that. Amara, you were prepared to raise those children on your own. So this continued over dramatization of your relationship with Alan, why would you go back and fuck him? Because that makes me look at you even more so like you dumb. So you mean to tell me your babies are now 3 years old? That man ain't seen them since they was 3 months old, and you went and fucked him because somehow he was deserving of coochie after not taking care of your children? Or did you go and fuck him just to spice Safari? Because, you know, girls like Amara, they may do what they do, but they don't want to be conceived as a hoe because they're still like very like misogynistic in their mindset. And they feel like making sure that they're not a hoe is just so important. And what's the thing about not being a hoe is not adding more numbers. So I already added Safari. I'm not going to go and get a new nigga to cheat on, or well, not cheat because they wasn't really together, but I'm not going to go fuck on a new nigga to make Safari mad. Oh no, I'm going to go to the DR without my kids apparently. Because we don't know whether Alan saw the kids or not when she went to the DR. All we know is his penis saw her coochie. And that's why I got to look at Amara like you a dumbass glutton for punishment. Just a dumbass glutton for punishment. Like, I just don't even understand why you would go and fuck that man after he does absolutely nothing to deserve coochie from you. Nothing to deserve coochie. Then he proceeds to sit in front of you and tell you that you were a side chick. She asked, well, how can we fix this so you can see the kids? Because you think it's so important for this nigga to be in his kid's life, right? He hasn't been there. He obviously doesn't care. Why do you want him to be in your kid's life? So he can disappoint them? Like your daddy disappointed you? Came back in your life only for you to nurse his bitch ass back to health, and then he went on about his way. When was the last time you talked to your daddy, Amara? He wants to take them to the DR. I said, Amara said no. I said, I know that's fucking right. Can y'all believe that nigga showed up talking about he want to take her 2 daughters? She said, because I think that the daughters are 2, right? They 2, not 3, they 2. She says, I'm not letting you take my 2 daughters that are only 2 years old to another country without me because they can't tell me if something happens to them. No. He want his mama and all of them to meet him. That's fine. They can meet him, but you're not taking my kids on their own. And then he says, well, I don't want to come to your house to see him. I don't want you to be there. Well, nigga, you don't want to see your kids if you don't want me a part of the equation, because these are my fucking kids. And that's what I be talking about with niggas that pretend like they want to be a part of their kid's life and then gonna scream to the mountaintops about how the woman is making it so hard for them. No, nigga, you don't care about seeing your kids that much. Because if you did, it wouldn't be, oh, I haven't seen them since they were three months old. You could have came back to Miami a whole bunch of times to see the kid. If you cared so much about being a father, you would have been there to see those kids, especially since Amara was offering coochie whenever you came to see the kids. She also says that she hasn't put him on child support, and he says so you can have control. She should have control of what happens to her children, you dodo brain. Yeah, that's why I feel like just because y'all really be out here, oh, he the daddy. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Then she says, I didn't put you on child support because I knew you didn't have it. You signing all these deals, but you ain't got no money? Then he calls her evil, says she trying to embarrass him, and he wishes he can go back in time and delete the moment he met her. She gets up and walks off. Amara, please let him go back to the Dominican Republic and just disappear into obscurity. I'm sure when he's old and near death, he'll want to make all of these sins right. So he'll try to come back into his daughter's lives at some point to try to make it right before he passes on to the Lord. And he'll do this here. Did y'all hear what he told Amara, that she wasn't raised to love men? She doesn't even believe in Jesus. Didn't I tell y'all that y'all's worship of a male God is really what kind of indoctrinates you to worship men and give them the benefit of the doubt when they don't deserve it? To make everybody around them the problem instead of them, because they're like Jesus in your head. Once you're in love with the nigga, he's like Jesus. And you're supposed to treat him like Jesus. So if he does anything, you're supposed to still worship him. That's what this nigga was telling her. You weren't raised to worship men like the rest of the Jesus freaks I know. And I'm literally saying Jesus freaks because these niggas be out here fucking these girls. These girls be fucking. The Lord ain't got nothing to do with it. And then we'll turn around and talk about, oh, you don't believe in Jesus. Not the nigga that committed adultery talking about somebody believing in Jesus. You only care about religion when it makes the woman do what you want her to do. That's most of these niggas. Don't care nothing about the Lord. Don't care nothing about Jesus until it's time to control a woman. Because if you cared about Jesus, if you cared about religion, if you love the Lord like you say you did, then you wouldn't have been cheating on your wife. And if you would have cheated on your wife, you wouldn't have been on a reality show flaunting it, not giving a fuck about how it affected her. And then even after you did all of that, if you cared about Jesus so much, then you would have cared about your children. You would have took care of your children. You haven't done anything that your religion says you should be doing. So I'm going to need for you never in your motherfucking life to pick up no Bible against me, adulterer. Yo. The audaciousness of dirty dick niggas to use the Lord against you. Do what y'all want to do, though. Do what y'all want to do. So, y'all, Zoe Brinks goes to Flo's hair shop to get her hair done, and Gael is there. They jokingly each other. It was funny. Zoe tells them about Hot Topic and her coming to her positivity, her body positivity event, calling Zoe fat and saying she need to get surgery and gastric bypass and all of that shit. And I'm like, and you shouldn't have got them ass shots because you look weird, but we're going to leave you alone. They tell her how their homegirl was with Hot Topic's baby daddy before her and then again after her. And she's mad about it. I'm like, so you over here beefing, like just beefing with people, period, over some dick? That's what I be talking about, y'all. I feel like women look so stupid beefing over dick. Like, that's how I feel. Because essentially, you are acting a fool and embarrassing yourself for someone who doesn't care about being loyal to you. So once you realize that his dick is for everybody, you should stop being mad about him giving his dick to everybody. Because you're playing yourself, getting your pressure all up for somebody who you already know what it's hitting for. Child, listen, that hairstylist, child, why the hairstylist doing Zoe hair made the braid look uneven? Because she was braiding wig. I know too. I said, why like that? I said, oh, she braiding a wig. Girl, you know you can't get the scalp on a, because once you braid too tight on a wig, it's gonna shift the netting underneath, girl. I feel like there's way more penis. But whenever I see women like Diamond and Erica and now we see the Hot Topic girl and Flo and anytime, like everybody talking about how Flo should not have Gael in her life because she fucked her husband, I kind of feel like no, it's okay. If she wants to forgive her sister, she can forgive her sister because she let that bum ass nigga move back into the house. And next week we probably gonna be back in her bed. And I'm gonna tell you nothing about Flo. Flo, we don't believe nothing about your storyline, and we kind of have for the longest not really believe your storyline. So you getting mad at Amara was so funny to me. You're telling on yourself, girl. You're telling on yourself. Zoe was a cosmetologist, she said, but she wanted to focus on her music. Okay, she said she used to have a shop too. But Gail is planning to humiliate Hot Topic. Okay, she got a whole nother battery in her back to take it to Hot Topic since she, messed over Zoe Brinks over here. Okay, and they seem to be cool. So y'all, then we get to Trick Daddy. Trick's son is about to graduate from college. One more semester left. The twins come in and he has their contracts from Slip and Slide Records. I said, I ain't heard nothing good enough from them girls for y'all to give them a contract, but we know it's not about how they sound, it's about how they look. He tells them to make some good music, don't get pregnant, and don't get married. You ain't got to worry about that. Do y'all need the IUD? Because I pay for it. Nah, it's okay. Child, I know them girls smarter than they look, but they be looking like some dodo birds in these scenes with Trick. So Trick's son Jay comes in. He really wants to be a rapper too. And he like, how the fuck you giving them a contract and you not giving me a contract? Is because he sees giving them a contract as him employing some hoes, which is what these niggas do. You, on the other hand, you're his son. He's trying to protect you. And when he broke it down to his dad, I was like, I totally get it. Okay. I totally understand where he's coming from with this. So Trick basically explains to his y'all, I can't stand that daddy because I know that daddy wasn't shit, but boy, I tell you, that daddy was good looking, boy. Child, they showed Trick daddy from back in the day. Okay. And then they showed the picture of they showed him from back in the day, and then they, showed us him during the scene. Trick daddy looked better than him. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. I don't know what you did versus what your daddy did, but your daddy seemed to have lived a rough life and still was able to take care of himself. Because that damn daddy looks some good with that white beard, boy. I tell you. Child, that picture from back in the day, I was like, child, that nigga daddy know he look good. Did y'all see that? Daddy was nice. Yeah, it wasn't just me, right? Yes, okay. But his daddy tells him that he's wrong for withholding and not helping get into the music industry because he can do both. He can do school and do music at the same time. But when I heard Trick's explanation, I was like, damn, Trick, I kind of agree with you. Trick was like, in these days and back when I was a rapper, you have to prove yourself in some type of way to these people, and you got to prove yourself with gangster. I don't want you to have to prove yourself with gangster. I don't want you beefing with nobody. I don't want you putting yourself in harm's way. I don't want nobody getting jealous of you and trying to hurt you. Trick is trying to protect his son because he knows that you have to have a level of thug about you in the music industry. And if you don't have that, like, you gonna get lost in the sauce. Not only that, but he knows his son. So I'm guessing he knows once being, pushed into the situation, he's gonna turn into a thug. He's gonna turn into a gangster. He's gonna turn into whatever he needs to turn into to make it real for everybody, because that's what the rappers do. Even if that's not what they really on, that's what they'll turn into because they know they gotta make it real. They got to make the whole gangster thing real. They got to argue back and forth, even if that's not what they really, really want to do. It's how they have to handle the situation in order to look G, in order to keep up the aesthetic of what rappers are supposed to keep up. Y'all supposed to be gangsters. Y'all supposed to not care about y'all lives. Y'all just, doing any old reckless fucking thing to prove that you out nigga another nigga. Like, that's the whole thing. And he don't want his son to have to go through that. So he want his son to finish school. Learn how to handle your shit in this business through your education. And first of all, I wanted to know what school the son went to. I wanted to know what he went to school for, because I just hate when people's speech doesn't reflect their level of education. You in your last semester of college and you still not rounding out those words. like round out the words, good sir. Okay. And also it made me feel like, is he going to school just to say he went to school, or is he going to school for business? Is he going to school for entertainment, anything? Because that would have been smart. Go to school for entertainment law so you don't get fucked up in these contracts. Then I can really make you a part of what I'm doing. I also feel like when the daddy was like, you can guide him, I understood where the daddy was coming from in that respect, because Trick already, you can do the gangster shit for your son. You know what I'm saying? You can bully people like Jay-Z bullies everybody for Beyonce. You could bully people for your son if that's what you want to do, so that he doesn't have to get his hands dirty or be involved in no street shit. You know what I'm saying? But I still understand what Trick is. And his daddy, Trick, that's why there's no accountability, right? Your fucking daddy picks you up from school one day and tells you you're not gonna pass the test, you ain't gonna pass the class because you done got suspended 3 times already. So you might as well in a car with him and go be a drug dealer. So that's what you did. Daddy talking about you had a gun since you was 10 years old. You ain't want to listen to nobody. That shit pissed me off. I could tell that Trick had to do some like push the thought down shit. Like, you could tell when niggas be thinking hard to control their emotions. He said him and his daddy got a strange relationship. I said, because your daddy talks to you like you was a son that didn't want to listen, instead of recognizing that he's the one that turned you into the drug dealer that you became, because he was a big drug dealer and he didn't make it important for you to go to school. Y'all, and that's why I get mad when everybody acts like this is about women. No, you niggas implement this into other young niggas growing up. that education is not important. Y'all ain't smart enough, so you might as well get your money how you gonna get your money. Get into this street shit self as a man by killing somebody or selling some drugs. That's the mentality that Trick's daddy had. That's the mentality that Trick grew up having until it was like, I'm either going to die or figure something else out. But understand, the music industry is almost more dangerous and more streets than the actual street shit because there's more money involved, believe it or not. It's more at risk. So yeah, I was looking at the situation like, that's a pathology that somebody needs to go to therapy for, but they're not going to. Okay. Right. What degree he finna get? Niggas be the real master manipulator, but trying to act like women be manipulating the children. They in Miami. Shit. Look at Heavenly and Funky, educated but ignorant sometimes. Yeah, no, but you can still hear it. You can still see it. I'm not saying that he isn't intelligent. I'm just saying, like, is it really him doing good in school, or is it him just in school and lackadaisically passing classes just so he can say he graduated from college to make Trick give him the record, the record deal is what I mean. Okay. Right. These music execs are the real thugs. But y'all know I see Miami like New Orleans. Like, yeah, we all have accents. We all speak in our own vernacular, but you can tell when people went to school. Okay? Like, you can just tell when people went to school. Okay, Trick's on fine too. Keep Drea away. Why y'all be hating on Drea? Why y'all be hating on? Okay? Everybody want to turn a bitch into a rapist. You know what I'm saying? Like she just, taking her teeth out and attaching herself to these young men's dicks or something like that. I promise you they're pushing themselves inside of her, not the other way around. Some of y'all favorite ignorant celebrities got degrees. They sure do. They sure do. I don't change in your way of speech to conform, indicate education. I don't know what you mean right there. I don't know exactly what you meant right there. I mean, everybody can take what I want to say. Took it. I really don't give a shit. Like, I said what the fuck I said. I don't know whether you really in school for real, or you in school for play because you want a record deal. Like I said, okay. The nigga didn't sound like he been out here reading and stuff like that. It didn't sound like that. Okay. We only called him for a second, but that's how I felt. Okay. That's how I felt about the situation. All right. Shay. Shay, another one, y'all. Shay and Amara are the exact same. Just as dumb. Just as stupid. Like, just Lord have mercy. And the reason why I say that is because, y'all, I was so sad for Shay this episode. I was so sad for Shay. And I'm especially sad because people thought that she got an abortion and she had a miscarriage. Y'all, this episode, we are watching Shay walk around with a dead baby inside of her. That shit made me so emotional, bro. Like, and it's compounded by the fact that she chooses to continue to publicly claim and be in a relationship with a man that stressed her out to the point of losing this baby. She says Fabo is controlling. He tries to control what she does at the house. He tries to control her finances, and he tries to control how she raises her little girl. And I feel like nothing about Fabo makes me feel like he has any knowledge or authority to tell you how to handle your finances, how to handle raising your child, or anything else. It be niggas that have nothing to show for anything. Like, you sold some drugs and now you think you can tell somebody how to live their fucking life? Because I want to know what Fabo does if that's not what his if that's not how he got his money to do whatever he does that's legit now. Her mama said that God didn't see fit for her to have another baby by this man. And she's on the internet posting pictures on Valentine's Day. Everybody's in the comments eating her ass up. Some of them unaware that she lost the baby. She did not have, a procedure. And it really hurt me for her. But I also feel like this is a decision you put yourself in. This is a decision you put yourself in. No, Shay's mom is not a therapist. This happened to my daughter at 6 months. We lost our beloved baby girl, and she had to have deliver the baby or go home and wait for the baby to come. Yeah, it was so sad. It was so sad, y'all. I really just looking at Shay sad. Girl, I wish you cared about yourself more. I wish you loved yourself more. I do. Because I feel like you choosing to be in a relationship with a man that not only disrespected your mother, unwarranted, but he disrespects you and tries to control you. That can only get worse. That's not going to get better over time. But you want to just experience it, right? You want to experience all the pain. You want to experience all the humiliation. You want to experience all of the fighting and crying. You want to continue to experience that. That's your choice. But it's just sad to watch somebody not love themselves enough to put your own health, your own mental, your own self-love before your infatuation with a man that is obviously a trauma response and based off of you not really loving yourself. Fabo is a reflection of the fact that Shay still doesn't love herself. That's why she's with him. Until she gets too tired or starts to see herself more clearly, she's going to continue to be in relationships with people that mirror how she does not love herself. And that was hard to watch with her saying how she, was basically walking around with a dead baby inside of her. Broke my heart. Oh, girl, so tough. Shay is the only uneducated child. Well, I mean, that don't mean shit in this situation because what the fuck is MJ doing walking around with his hat on? And it's sad that she disrespects her brother MJ as well. It is because it seems like he's the only one that's always there for her. He's the man that's always showing up for her. That's been Shay in every relationship starting with Flav that we know of. Between Fabo rolling up on the moms and putting the dog out, he can be punted back to Milwaukee. Girl, and let's not even talk about him with the other woman he was with and giving you the bitch car. Like, the fact that the doctor gave her the option to carry a dead baby until it disposed of itself or have a procedure, I would have stayed in the hospital because I'm not going home being pregnant. Honestly, I feel like that's somebody that really she wants to feel her pain. She wants to walk around and wallow in it. It's hard to say. Maybe she could have been attracted to the emotional abuse. Yeah. That's why I said it's a trauma response. That's why I said it's a reflection of her not loving herself. That's why I said it. Because, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I've experienced it, and to know your baby presence is gone, but it's still, oh my God, y'all. I'm so sorry for all of y'all that have dealt with it. The hand-me-down ass car would have been the end for me. Listen. Oh, Lord. It was sad. It was sad. That's all I really got to say about it. And I felt bad for her. Because, she's being real indignant about it online. So she's posting pictures of him and people in the comments eating her ass up. Ain't a good comment. Somebody was like, Shay, I really like you. Please turn the comments off. And that's why I feel like she's a glutton for punishment. Somebody that likes to wallow in self-pity. They like to be in the swallows of their pain. For whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, that's all. Y'all don't forget the Ooh Ladies First panel comes back tonight on Jamie's channel. Make sure y'all come through. I appreciate y'all so much for rocking with me today. I'm gonna try to come to y'all for a BondyBlue show tomorrow. Okay. Um, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's the way she has always garnered attention. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll just say I'm praying for the fellas. I'm praying for y'all out there that act like crackheads. Put yourself first and stay in unhealthy relationships just so you can have a man. I'm gonna continue to pray for y'all that one day y'all will be freed. Okay. Free yourself and your ass will follow. All right, y'all. See y'all later tonight. Y'all have a good one.